NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a Vikings. Hello everyone, welcome to the postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. On the return, it's Taylor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road to the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And he's sneaking here, second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fights through it. Fighting through at the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They go play action. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, it's Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
Well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 36, Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They start the drive with Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run again on first down. Cook credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends. Because
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It gets it over the middle to Khan. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Let a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Cousins. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick it down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on, man. Let's go. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So now the Packers turn things over to special teams crew. They're on for the field. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
But the man is Osborne. He's got it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for second down.
Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. This one out closer to midfield across the 45. Cousins again.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's brought down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
To throw is Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. For the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Taylor. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Rodgers. Got a man able to find Rodgers. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Rodgers. Uses this stiff arm. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And again, it's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little over a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice
job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And here's Taylor on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And a little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far. This the 3rd of our Saturday triple header. 3 more to come tomorrow as the NFL playoffs are officially underway. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Cousins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Jones. Broken tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Here we go. Here we go. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Then Parkey for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Rodgers to throw once more.
A check down here to Jones.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Touchdown, Packers! Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jared Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I thought that at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Well, he's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running out 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Now Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go. Cousins.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Cook now off the read option.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing a guy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And they'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped it? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got this down to the 35. Rodgers now on first down. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, come on.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A give. This is Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.